Goal, 6'3", number 12, Josh Moreno.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Najee Marshall.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
And now Dallas' starting group. Davis out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Lively in at center. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Now here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Here's Morant. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He finds the shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Irving. Blocked. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Here's Davis. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digits. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves. And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
To the wing, right side. Right side, Morant. And he drops it in from the low post.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Irving. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
Outside Morant. Off the mark there with a 3. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Thompson, great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, look at Thompson outworking the defense, winning that second chance look for his team.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Edey, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Thompson. 23 points his last outing.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooters the NBA, the world has ever seen.
Jackson outside. Here's Bane. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The fader. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Wells. Jackson surveying the D. Morant against Irving. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And we see Mike Miller in the crowd. He won Sixth Man of the Year in a Grizzlies uniform.
You know, they could use some of his shooting right now as they're struggling to get it going.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. And the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Morant. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Jackson. The shake. Mavericks with a rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was in Memphis.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
Now here's Davis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And how about the defensive impact he's had, racking up 3 blocks and making his presence felt.
Clark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr.
13. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, number 15, Brandon Clark.
Here's Edey, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Now here's Aldama. 14 points for him last game against the Golden State Warriors.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Dinwiddie against Morant. He shoots. And Lively with a basket on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant with it. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Up top, Davis. Out to the wing. Davis, a screen. Here's Marshall. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Bane surveying the D. Now Clark. Shot clock at 5. Mavericks with the rebound. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Bane. Pass to Marshall. Here's Davis. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Davis has got his second bucket on the night.
Don't underestimate Davis. He is a versatile scorer who can shoot from just about anywhere.
Steps back. They get it back. Kicks it out to Clark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And rejected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Pippen, the pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Davis for the rebound. Here's Exum. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Grizzlies trail by 6. We've got Luke Kennard, Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Pippen in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. On the wing, Irving. And it falls all over the rim and in. Irving's got 6. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Aldama outside. Here's the 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Stolen by Kennard. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Martin with the bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Martin. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Exum. Here's Aldama. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And Irving gets it to go.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Pippen. No points yet. Jackson right side. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Richard, every team wants 3-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal...
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Memphis. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Number 1, Klay Thompson.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. Dallas leading by 10. AD off the bounce. And finished off by Davis.
And he is one of the most mobile bigs in the league, maybe of all time. Davis is a real threat on the drive.
Here's Pippen. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Davis a screen. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Clark. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jackson. And it's Clark on the take. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. It's his first trip to the line, and he knocks down the first one. Memphis making a switch here. Morant's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
On the wing, Davis. Davis drawing the double team. The 3 from Washington. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Wells. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Plenty of space. And he knocks the jumper down.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Outside Davis. Back to Thompson. The 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Thompson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Exum. Wells, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Davis. Give him 8. Easy 2 for AD.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 8. Pass to Bain. Now here's Jackson. Here's Wells. The 3 is up. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Washington outside. Davis with it. Lets the 3 fly. No good there. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. The 3 from Bain. And the 3-pointer goes. Bain's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You gotta D up Bain from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Edey's checked in for Clark. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Exum. The Mavericks lead by 5. Back to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Bain. The 3 from Thompson. Drills it from deep. Thompson's got 11 points.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Edey. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Fires from deep. That's good from Jackson. On the assist by Bain. Jackson's got 9 points now in the quarter. Dallas has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. And stolen by Jackson. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bain. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A 3rd, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
14 foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Davis knocks it loose.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
Bain, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Mavericks ahead, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Miami Heat will go up against the Hawks out in Atlanta. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
This is a game everyone had circled on their calendar, especially me, and it's finally happening.
I don't want to talk. Let's get going.
And guys, we saw an incredible performance from Anthony Davis in that first half, doing what he does best.
AD stands for all day in this one, Ernie. When he's fully engaged, I'm not sure if anyone has a bigger influence on the game.
Yeah, offensively, he can score over you from any spot on the floor. Defensively, the brow can apply the clamps. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Grizzlies trail by 5. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Lively in at the 5. Now here's Morant. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Lively with a screen on Jackson. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
A premier player in this league, Davis with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jackson finds Morant. Pass to Edey. Fader on the way. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Out to Thompson, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. Memphis, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Davis. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Wells. Pass to Morant. Puts up a 3. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
When you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Blocked. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The ball's knocked loose. Dinwiddie with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Davis. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Wells, the pass to Morant. Jackson with it. Off target from outside.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
To the middle. Here's Lively. Pass to Marshall. Down low. Here's Davis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
He was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
Washington's checked in for Marshall.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Fades. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
You don't win Defensive Player of the Year unless you're extremely disruptive. Jackson was all over that.
Just 5 on the clock. There's Davis with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Howard down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving comes in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Irving. 10 points for him. Here's Gafford. Nails the baby hook. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
From deep, Morant. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Irving. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
Great hustle there from Kyrie in the paint, outworking the defense and finding a quality look.
Here's Morant. The skill, the grace, Morant.
Oh, wow. Okay, jaw turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans. Here comes your Grizzlies.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis.
Make some noise, fans.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Shoots over Morant. And it's Irving missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
And that one's good. Morant. Dallas has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And that one's good. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is just one of those blow-up nights for Kyrie, so lethal when he's feeling his best.
Aldama outside. Davis on the double team. On the wing, Bain. Clock at 6. And another basket for Memphis. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Davis. Over Jackson. Davis can't hit.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. Exum's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Deflected!
And it's fantastic seeing Dinwiddie come up with the block, putting his length to perfect use.
Can't get it to drop.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate. Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And there's the lob and the dunk by Gafford.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And that's not going to go. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Dallas on top. They lead by a bucket. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page? Woo.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Santi Aldama, also Brandon Clark out there, and it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And Irving is so quick on the pull-up, not giving the D much time to react.
Here's Pippen. Aldama outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there. Mayo's the tee. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Irving. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Here's Aldama. Knocks it down from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Washington left side. Back to Irving. The three. Aldama grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Shot is up. Another one falls for Dallas.
And this right here, this is routine for Kyrie. You're going to have to make him work a little bit harder because his jumper is as consistent as it gets.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves, battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Pippen. Pass to Bane, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Edey's checked in for Clark. The Mavericks lead by 3. Outside Irving. Here's the floater. The 3 from Washington. Sinks it from distance. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pippen, no good.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Irving, the pass to Washington. And here's Thompson for three. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Aldama outside. Pass to Wells to halt the run. Mavericks with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And so it's Memphis with it. 11-point game. The three from Bain. Sinks the tray. Bain's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just ready to attack at any moment. Bain hits that spot and takes it.
And here's Irving. Oh, he picked him clean. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
And one more foul and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on out.
The free throw drops for Bain.
At the offensive end, Bain has put in the work and he is a true force.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. Timeout! Grizzlies! Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
Morant against Irving. Pass to Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
On the wing, Davis. Lively with a screen on Jackson. Davis can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 7. Inside. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Morant against Irving. Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. The three is up. Dallas no good that time either.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Two open that time. They didn't look easy.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Davis against Jackson. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him and just let him roll.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. Pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
And Dallas making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And here's Morant outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis is Dallas leading by 6. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Bain. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. Jackson, the pass to Morant. From deep. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Absolutely no problem, says Jaren Jackson Jr. He was ready to shoulder the load there.
And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Jackson. Thompson finds Dinwiddie. Davis against Jackson. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Clay busting it up inside.
What a big moment for Klay Thompson with the game up for grabs. He comes up huge. Pressure, what is that?
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
29 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for down.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
One of the greatest shooters we've ever seen. Thompson is also a proven winner and champion.
Memphis calls timeout. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
That was your Grizzlies youth dance team. Let me hear you once again.
Pass to Wells. Fires the three. Davis with a rebound. Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
That's exactly what you want to see from AD, using that length and that athleticism to cause problems.
Jackson for three. No good with a layup. And so the Mavericks take the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Klay Thompson.